Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Tarot by Aubrey podcast with me, episode number 8. This is the prophetic word for the week. Actually, in my case, this is going to be a prophetic dream that I had last night. I am recording this on March 4th at 10:10 p.m. And last night I had this dream, and I'm strongly led to talk about this dream. Okay, so in this dream, I was in duplex apartments and I was surrounded by familiar faces. I believe it was like around family or friends, but at a certain time, um, you didn't want to go out, obviously. Like there was a certain, it was like a curfew. You know how parents set curfews. So I'm strongly led to say, like, set curfews for yourself or don't be out at a certain time, is what my heart is leading to say in regards to this prophetic dream. Maybe some of you live in duplex apartments and maybe, at a certain time it's not safe to go out. Well, in this case, in my dream, that was true. So here I am. I have to go to the store and picking up a few things for, we ran out of milk or we ran out of a few things at this. So I needed to go to the store, and I was the eldest one, I believe, at the time in my dream. So I was the one who had to kind of suck it up and go to the store at this time that you're not supposed to be out, right? So I get up, I go to the store, I grab the few things, and of course, I was awake, so I really wanted to get coffee, I guess, at the time. I don't know, I had an open face coffee that I had brought back with me from the store, along with carrying bags in my hands, right? So you can only imagine, like, my hands were full, and my apartment building at the time in my dream was upstairs. So I had to climb up these stairs, and I was like trying to hold on to everything. So right there, my heart is stating, like, hold on, like, hold on. Whatever it is that you're going through, like, hang in there, just hold on for dear life, okay? So basically, I was trying to hold on and trying not to fall over, trying to keep my balance, trying to maintain. And I think that's what we're doing every single day. We're trying to maintain, we're trying to keep this balance, this flow, this energy in everyday life and everyday activities. And sometimes, we do have to hold on in order to not fall over, right? We have to gain that strength. We have to gain that momentum. So basically, there was just a lot of commotion around me. I remember it being like the energy was just off. Like, when I looked around, it was just like nothing but like, you can see like, you can see regular people, but you can see like they weren't really there. Like it was like they were in zombie mode, I guess you can say. Like their faces were just like totally zoned out. They weren't paying attention to what was around them. They were kind of just like mingling around, kind of like conversating with each other outside, just like, or some of them would just like be by themselves. Well, as I'm climbing up the stairs, like this is me looking around at other people, like, so. And then there was another flight of stairs, because there was two. There was the first one, and then I stopped and I looked around to like grab my breath. And then the second flight of stairs. So before I took that step, that first step, I feel like that was a very important thing, that like I looked up, right? And as I look up, I see this man, and he's like reaching out his hand, like, here, let me help you. And I hesitated for a second, and I'm like, you want to help me? So I look at him and I analyze, and I'm like, all right, like he seems pretty decent, right? Because we look at people from this perspective of, they would never like, they're trying to help, right? They would never like do me wrong, right? Like they're trying to help. They're trying to help me get up the stairs, obviously. What's harm in that, right? Not the case at all. Not the case at all. This is where the story took a turn. So here he is, and I'm like, okay, he's like, here, you want me to hold like your coffee? And I'm like, here, yeah, like that would be great, like at least I can like try to grab onto both of these bags, because here I am trying to hold on to the coffee and two loads of like bags in my hand that was like really heavy. So like here, I'm like, yeah, take my coffee, right? And keep in mind it's open face. So when he took my coffee, he took it in the left hand. But mind you, I'm watching, climbing up the steps, obviously, because I got to look up and he's already up there. He's already at the top of the stairs. And I'm watching him and I see like this white pill drop into my cup. And I'm like, I look at him and I double take and I'm like, no, that can't be possible. But then like what happened was like it kind of like replayed slowly so that like my what had happened had processed a little bit clearer for me. So like I replayed it, like in my dream I replayed it back in my mind, like where I was able to kind of replay the situation again, and I'm like, that really did happen, right? So I confronted him about it and I'm like, yo, like you just dropped something in my drink. What did you think, that you were just gonna roofie me? Like, the hell? So he was like trying to like get away with it. And when I had caught him, he didn't really like say anything, but he wasn't like shocked by it either. He wasn't quick to say sorry at all. He was just kind of like went on with his business. And obviously I didn't take the coffee cup back. I was like, "Well, you can have it now. I mean, it's yours. I don't want it." So I didn't accept the offer back. Because who would? Like in their right mind, like you just been played. So why would you accept that? So, anyways, this environment was full of partying, full of drinking, full of smoking. Like, you can just feel like the energy was just super off. You can feel like there was just unknown presence of like spirits. You could just feel like there was something off in the air. Like, it was just full of numb and pain, and men and women, young teenagers as well, who are just drained by these spirits, okay, in their conscious mind, okay, like they're not thinking properly, they're just kind of like mingling around, right? And it was just off. Like there was a lot of people that I saw were just like leaning on the door, like trying to keep themselves like up and stable and conscious, and it was a very sad sight. So I just hurried up and I went to my, after that I was just like, you know what, this is freaky. Like I'm hurrying up to my dorm, or I don't even know if I was in a dorm or a duplex. I don't even remember, but I remember that it was like kind of dark. So I feel like this message today, the reason why I'm bringing this up, this prophetic message, is because the message is, do not be blinded by people who are trying to deceive you. And I said this in another one of my podcasts. It's like, do not be deceived by these demonic spirits, because there are people lingering in the atmosphere, that party, that drink, that smoke, that are not conscious of what's around them. Okay, what you put yourself into is what you're going to get out of life, right? So if you dabble in toxic environments, that is a gateway for opening more doors and inviting those spirits into your temple, and you energetically vibe with that, right? So this is saying like, because I was able to see this person do what they did and I was able to confront them, means that I was at the time in my sober, right, conscious mind, right? Like I was aware of this. I was able to see, I was able to confront, I was able to have confidence, I was able to be bold. I was not, they couldn't lie to me because I had already convicted them of that, what they were doing, and I didn't let them get away with whatever it is, like I didn't let it be put on the back burner just to be like, oh, whatever, like I let them know what they did was wrong, right? And maybe that helped another person that in the near future, whatever, in that dream, to not, get roofied. I don't know. It's kind of sad dream, but in a way it's kind of inspirational, because like, I don't know, I think of it as like, maybe in my dream I helped another woman in her dream. I don't know. This message was also like, do not let them get away with this type of behavior. So, toxic people, toxic situations in your life, don't let them get away with it. Be confident, be bold, call them out on it. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is that they're doing is wrong. You need to approach it so that they also can learn that it's not right, and they can fix their actions as well. But also, you gain your power back when you do that. And then also another message from this prophetic dream that I'm led to talk about is to remove yourself from these toxic environments, from these people. If you are in this situation, if you're listening and you're hanging out and partying and drinking and smoking and doing all of that, and you just feel like the vibe is just off, like that's your cue to just get out of there, right? Like you are not meant to be there because you are a chosen one. You're meant to be aware of your conscious surroundings, of who you are, of the light within you. You're not meant to be dumbed down by what other people are doing around you, if that makes sense. And if those people don't approve of that, not that you need their approval anyways, but they're not your friends to begin with. So yeah, just remove yourself from those types of people, from those toxic behaviors, so that you yourself can see clearly, so that you yourself can think clearly as well. See clearly, think clearly. And that is the whole message of this prophetic dream that I have had. And you can also call upon your higher power to help you with these types of situations, to remove you, to help you see clearly, to be around people that care about you, that want to see you vibrate in a higher element, all right, to not bring you down by partying, drinking, smoking, all those types of toxic traits, or drain the life out of you with toxic behaviors. So just keep that in mind. Be aware of who's doing what and why they're doing it. And if you feel that you don't approve of what they're doing, or they're saying something or doing something that is kind of tantalizing, or they're trying to be sneaky and try to get away with certain things, no. This is the podcast for you to say, no, I put my foot down and I'm taking a stand. I'm saying what I need to say. I'm drawing a line, and that's that. And you wash your hands away and you leave it behind, and you leave it up to God and put it in His hands, and He will take care of the rest. All right. Namaste, my loves. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if this prophetic dream slash word meant something to you, resonated within you. Please let me know. And thank you so much. Namaste. Take care.